and welcome back to my channel. I'm super happy that you're here today, and I'm really excited to be building again on Foxgrove 2.0. If you haven't been keeping up with the progress on Foxgrove, we are working on a winter themed, kind of vintage, elegant, European inspired town, and I am just having so much fun. Definitely very out of my comfort zone, never created anything in this theme before, but I'm absolutely loving it, and thanks to all of these new 2.0 items, I feel like it has been even more fun to decorate in a new style. But today we are going to create a little ice skating rink. So I've gone ahead and laid the pathing and the ice pattern in the center. It is kind of challenging to see the actual ice itself because it does blend in. It's a lot of white, but you know, I guess it's the thought that counts. We actually started this on stream and we switched out the ice pattern a couple of times, and I just went ahead and settled for this one. I'm also creating this little bridge illusion. I was very inspired by a post that I saw on Instagram. I'll go ahead and put that on the screen for you guys to see really quickly. That creator is also linked in the description below. I just think that this illusion with the castle gates is absolutely stunning, and it creates the perfect little backdrop for an ice skating rink. So it really inspired me to do something like that on my island. So I think that is really great how it turns out. I do start to decorate the sides of the ice skating rink. I wanted to include some fencing on the side. I felt like that would kind of help to show that there actually is ice in the center, because it is kind of difficult to tell what it is when we started out building this area, but it starts to come together. As you'll notice on the sides, I do have a bunch of second level terraforming around this area, and I end up actually tearing all of that down. If you were in the stream and you voted to keep it up, I'm so sorry. I definitely got off the stream and I just couldn't help myself. I had to tear all of it down despite everyone telling me not to, so please don't be mad at me. I hope you guys will enjoy what it looks like in the very end. But I wanted to incorporate some of these more Christmassy, I guess, or wintry items. I haven't really used any winter themed items on this island whatsoever, but I thought the ice skating rink would be the perfect place to start to incorporate a few little wintry or Christmassy kinds of touches. Definitely don't want to go too overboard with that, because I do want this to stay very like vintage, very elegant themed. But I feel like this is the perfect place to kind of unleash a little bit of that. So I do think the illuminated snowflakes are a nice touch. I definitely struggled with the sides of this build here because it butts up to the beach, but also just because it was kind of like an awkward area. So I'm just filling this in with a barrel, candle, little table here, and then I'm going to use the glowing moss jar, which is such a cute item. I did want to include the cone as well because I feel like maybe there's a spot in the ice where people need to be a little bit more careful, and then a sock for no apparent reason. So as you can tell, I've tore down all of that second level of terraforming. I went ahead and placed lots of the medieval building sides. I wish I could tell you how many medieval building sides I've used on this island. Probably over 100 at this point. RIP my bank account in the game. But yeah, I feel like they really frame this area. Kind of cuts off the beach too, which was my goal. But I thought it would be great to have a little hot chocolate slash like coffee stand in front of the ice skating rink, as well as a little shoe rental area. So that's what I'm gonna work on right now. Just kind of trying to make this come together, kind of have a nice view. I also wanted there to be like kind of a street element here, like I'm gonna eventually put a car there. So yeah, I feel like this part of the build was probably the most fun. I know that this is an ice skating rink, but I feel like the little shops in front I had the most fun doing. I also finally got the vintage cash register, so thank you guys for your suggestions to add that in. In a previous build, I was talking about how the new cash registers just don't really fit the vibe of this island, so you guys were so right. The antique one, or I think it's actually the vintage one, is so perfect, especially in the brown customization. I do wish that it was a little bit shorter because it definitely blocks the view behind the counter, but you know what, beggars can't be choosers. It's all good. And then I'm just trading out a few different items here. I wanted to put this apron behind here to kind of look like somebody is working. I just feel like that's kind of a nice, like realistic touch. And then I'm throwing in a bike as well because I do want this to have a very like, I don't know, robust and lively kind of feel. And then I'm going to start working on the other side, which is going to be the ice skating or ice skates rental area. I did go ahead and put a gazebo in the center. I'm really curious what you guys think about this. I haven't used any of those gazebos at all on this island, and I can't decide if it looks kind of goofy there or if it looks good. So definitely let me know if I should take that away and put the statue back, or if you like it, because I am definitely on the fence. But I'm just gonna go ahead and throw lots of like ballet slippers. I did use the boots, I think, as well, but I felt like the ballet slippers look most like ice skates, I guess. All of my dancer friends are probably screaming at me right now. I know that my best friend is a dancer, and if you're watching this video, I'm so sorry. I'm like personally victimizing all of you with the ballet slippers instead of, I wish we had proper ice skates. That would just solve it. That would solve it. And then I go ahead and try to switch out the shoes. I was kind of obsessed with like which shoes go where, but I felt like the blue ones looked kind of stupid, and then the brown ones blended in too much with the box, so I switched those out, and then I put the brown ones on the round pillow instead. It's all in the details, I guess. It's all in the details. And then I'm throwing in a skateboard as well, just to kind of add a more city-like feel, and that's pretty much the end of the build. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I had so much fun making this and so much fun chatting with you guys on stream as well. I really hope you like some of the changes that I made to the area as well. You guys will have to let me know. Next to this is also a little alleyway. I figured I would just show you really quickly what that area looks like as well. But that is going to take us to the end of this speed build. Before we say goodbye, I want to take a second to thank the members of the Fox fam and the Fox Paws. Thank you guys so much for supporting my work. You can also support the channel by liking and subscribing and hitting that notification bell if you'd like to be notified whenever I upload. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!